Welcome to another week on Live with the Glitter Practitioner. That is me, Dr. Nupi Aurora, and I can't actually believe it's the beginning of August. This year is just whizzing by. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful summer, and please do leave me comments let me know where you are tuning in from in the comments below is what I was trying to say. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a doctor. I'm a general practitioner in the UK, which is a family physician. And I'm also a transformational and spiritual life coach. And I guess my whole ethos and what I love doing the most is showing other people how they can empower themselves and reconnect to their true self and rebalance their mind, their body and soul, their spirit as one, which is what whole health is. And nothing gives me more joy than seeing the light come back into somebody's eyes and feeling that fizzy energy, which is why I'm called the Glitter Practitioner. And it sticks. Glitter goes everywhere. Anyway, without further ado, I have a very dear friend who is producing the show as well today. And this is going to be so cool to have my bestest friend on the show as well. So please welcome Mr. Russ Hedge himself.
Woohoo! Hello. Yes. Hello, Dr. Nupi.
Oh, hi, Russ. Thank you for coming on to the show today.
Oh, you are so welcome. I'm glad I was able to just to wiggle out a little bit of time in my schedule so I could be here. And
Thank
so,
you.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Did you like your time?
Oh, yes. Do it. Do it. That's so great. I love all that. Oh, we're going to have to amplify that a little bit, though, so we hear them really nice and loudly.
Yeah, no problem. Are you being sarcastic now? Is that
No,
not
no,
loud
no.
enough?
I want them louder. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
There we
Lovely.
go. There we
You can
go.
see them there too.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what I do for my fun time when I'm
Yes.
just going into flow, my hobbies. So that's one of the things that I make. And when I come and see you next year in the States and I do this road trip, I will bring you your own handmade crystal and capiz shell wind chime.
There you go. That'd be
Yeah,
fabulous. That'd be fabulous.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure that my beautiful wife, as you know, Leah, well, would
Oh,
love that. She would think that was amazing.
oh, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I was just sort of thinking about, I can't actually believe it's the beginning of August, and this is, I just love the fact that these shows are happening and it's just taking a life of its own. It's brilliant. And I love the topics we've been discussing. And last week, I'm sure you'll remember my wonderful friend Michelle, she's a mindset coach, nutrition, personal trainer, and we were getting into some really juicy conversations about mindset and positive thinking. I'll just squiz over here. I think I got in the middle again.
Oh, that's
So
so
sorry. I'll
funny.
get this
You
right.
got you got my subtle hint. That was really good.
I don't think we're gonna get much chatting done
We're just
today.
gonna laugh all show. I think you were talking about your amazing guest last week, Michelle.
Mindset and positive thinking. But
There you
this is
go.
laughter, isn't it? It's finding its connection with people
Yeah.
who you literally, I mean, I've not known you that long really, but I feel like I've known you all my life. And
There you
it's
go.
it's like family. It really truly is. And I
Yeah.
think this sort of the gratitude for having friends like you and the connections, it's more than a connection. These are the things that can help fill your your happy meter up, and when
Yeah.
that's filled to the brim, it's not that you're not saying, I'm not saying, okay, let's all be, oh yeah, let's everything's so positive, and I'll just, yeah, happy skipping every day, because that would just be friggin' weird. Life can be tough. Life is tough, but it's how we choose to respond, and it's how we choose
Sure.
with what lens we want to look at it.
Right. Right.
That's my belief. And tell everybody what you do and who you are.
Well, I could do that. And actually, it's interesting that you talk about that because I've recently gone through a time in my life where I had to really practice living out what I preach all the time, what I talk about. And it is true. I am a firm believer in life happens and then you choose. And so you're right, good and bad happens, and we have a lot of crummy things that happen to us, but we get to choose where we go from there. So, who am I? My name is Russ Hedge. I am your marketing coach. I am an inspiration specialist. My wire purpose in life is to encourage and inspire you to live a purpose driven life of significance. And what do I mean by that? I want you to be a world changer. I want you to be a difference maker. I want you to do the amazing things God has created you to do. And that's what I'm all about. And some people say to me, well, how does that apply to marketing and all that? Well, let me tell you, uh, I believe that people are at the core of everything, right? Connection and community building, right? As we do that, we get the opportunities to encourage and lift other people, just like you brought up your positive mindset. Oh my goodness. In my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, there's a whole section on mindset. There's a whole section on purpose in life and living life intentionally, right? And these are the things that I'm all about. And what I really teach people, Nupi, is how to positively keep your mindset moving in the right direction and connect and build community with others, which I believe is the foundation and the groundwork for any good business, any good life, and definitely any good marketing plan. So this is how connection, community building, mindset, purpose, and all that comes back to marketing, because we're constantly putting ourselves out there one way or another if we're not burying our head in a hole. And we
Mm,
are marketing ourselves, right? We're
yeah.
marketing whatever we're doing in our life. And so, yeah, that's really the main core of what I am all
Mm,
about.
I love it. And that is why we had this instant connection, actually, because totally get it. And it's such a special thing, actually. I always feel very inspired when you say when you're talking about, my purpose is to show you to live your best life, and I'm thinking, I'm sitting here going, yes, I will, I will. It is
Well,
every single time it inspires me.
well, thank you. And it's interesting because another way you and I are alike is I love to get up in front of people. And we were just talking about this before the show and really talk and encourage people, right? And you just had just a short time back, you had a great talk that you gave, and just getting up and getting the opportunity not only to deliver information, but it's all in how you deliver that. And what I want to do is teach people things about marketing and things they can do. But at the same time, I really want to inspire and encourage them, because when you're living a positive life, when you have a positive mindset, when you're doing things that are helping you as a person, you are going to be more encouraging and more inspiring to others. And then they
Yes.
can take that and they can go with that in whatever
Yeah.
the field of, business they're in. And, so I'll tell everybody really quickly for any of
Mm.
you who don't know me, which there's probably a lot of people that don't know me, but every morning I shape my mindset. Okay. How do
Mm.
I do that? Before I get out of bed, and this is in my book, before I get out of bed, number one, I'm thankful. Your
Mm.
guest last week was talking about grateful journals and how to be
Yes.
thankful. I
Yes.
do that. I do that. So number one thing is I say how thankful I am for God, for my beautiful wife, for my family, all that I have. Number two, I say I've got this. I give myself a pep talk. I say, God has given me the ability and the talents to do what I need to do. I can do it. And number three, I say, today's going to be awesome. And that's because, as my wife would tell me, I'm a Pollyanna. I'm a happy, it's awesome. Life is awesome. And even when it's not, and I'm just that way. And so, but what I do with that, I've had so many people I coach that laugh like you did, Nupi, but they're laughing at me instead of with me because they're like, yeah, there's no way I can say that. And I'll tell them it's okay because I'm not telling you to say that. I'm telling you what I do to shape my mindset, right? So whatever works for you, I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of whatever works for you in
Yeah.
how you frame things is the
Yeah.
best way to go about it. And so I want them to frame their life in a way that they have a positive mindset because
Yeah.
positive self-talk in your
Yes.
own mind is one of the
Yes.
best cures of negativity and the
Yes.
problems of this world.
Yes.
Encourage and build yourself up, fight off the negative.
Absolutely. It's your superpower. It
Yeah,
truly is. When you can tap into, and in fact, this was what my talk was really about, that imagine living your best life, and it's actually your birthright to feel joyful and to feel joy. And joy is so much more than just happiness. Joy is from your heart and soul, and you fizz tingles is what I call it, or the that fizzle of energy, and it's you're abundant in time, resources, with everything is there when you're at that, and because you're in flow. And what creates this? It's when you really follow your heart and do the things you love doing. And I
yeah,
don't mean, oh, I'm just going to go and do this, and do it with reality and see what other things you can tap into. That's the whole thing. And it's looking at yourself, what needs to change, what could change. And the key to all of this is that number one, you get to choose joy. Number two, you get to have power over your thinking, and you get to choose full stop what happens next. And I think when I'm showing clients or patients, that is so important. The rest of it comes, but that mindset shift, it's the flip. Um, Notice what you're feeling, name that feeling, but it doesn't have to define you. It's learning how to just let certain things go and actually embrace it. The negative
right,
feelings, again, they will pass. They're not there forever. And learning how to recognize them, I say it's like a little alarm clock. Learning how to recognize, oh gosh, that feeling of fear, or that feeling of, ooh, what's it telling me? What actually is the root cause of this? Am I scared? Am I fearful because I don't want to make an idiot of myself? Okay, well, what do I need to do then to improve, or what will give me the confidence? And you can, it's being fully aware. It truly is, and I think that's a huge gift that you can give to yourself. It is a present. That's how I
yeah,
say it, and it is your superpower.
yeah.
Just
It,
own
well,
you.
yeah,
I had to say it. Just
you,
own you.
you are no, but you're so right because, I don't know, being present, being intentional in life, and really focusing on joy. So there's many things I do, and I'm not going to get into everything, but this is really interesting. So your last guest talked about atomic habits also
Yeah,
last week. She was amazing. So she brought up the book Atomic Habits by James Clear is an
James.
amazing
Yeah,
book. Anybody who has not read that, where are you on this planet? Read the
yeah,
book, okay? Because that is an amazing book. But anyway,
yeah,
I learned a lot of things from that book. I learned things that I should be doing, but I also learned that, hey, there's a lot of things that I'm doing that are really good that James Clear tells everybody to do, and I'm already doing it. And so that
yeah,
made me feel good. What that did is
yeah.
that reinforced in me
Yes.
that I was doing good things. One thing that I do, see if you can see this. See this
Oh
little
yeah.
bottle? I don't know if you can see it
Yeah.
because the
Yeah, I
label's
can.
getting kind of messed up. It says
Yeah, I
joy.
can see.
Okay.
Oh,
This was a bottle of essential oils from a friend of mine that said that I was so joyful and all this that she wanted me to have a little of
Oh.
my joy bottled up for the times that I need it. And so, but
Oh.
I'll tell you what I do. I need a little joy every morning. So what I do every morning, and I'll send her a message every now and then because she moved away. I'll take off the top of the little bottle. I'll put a little oil on my finger, and then I put a little oil on my heart. And I
Oh,
put the
Russ.
and I just put the joy, I just call putting the joy of the Lord in my heart every morning. And what it is it's just a habit. It's a reminder of what I really want to be, what I really want to do, and that joy. That's why, again, you and I are so much alike. Your entire talk was on joy. It's because you know what, we have choices. I said it at the beginning. Life happens, and then we choose. So
Mm-hmm.
a short time back, my mama passed away. That's not a happy thing, right? It was happy that she is much better off now. I am a man of faith. I'm a firm believer that she's in heaven and she is so much better off than she was. So that is
Yeah.
good. So I focus on that. I also focus on
Oh,
all the videos that I made that remind me of the happy moments with
yeah.
mama. I love to
I
watch
love
those. I
that.
remind them. So these what I'm doing is I'm taking the negative, the loss,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
heartache that I have. And sometimes
Yeah.
this morning it hit me pretty hard. So the heartache that I have, but I'm replacing it with happy, joy filled, good thoughts, right? So
Mm.
by doing that, what am I doing? I'm driving out the bad and the negative, and I'm filling my mind with good, positive, and joyful things. That's always going to be a good thing. Anybody who thinks that's a bunch of hooey, let me just tell you, you're missing out because your mind has so much space and
Yeah.
you get to choose what you allow
Yeah.
into your mind,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can let it run wild. You can let it run.
Completely.
Usually, when you let it run wild, it's negative and it's things you
Yeah.
shouldn't be thinking about.
Yeah.
When you replace those thoughts with good, positive thoughts, it's amazing how much better you feel. Just like we're talking about positive mindset, joyful life. All of these things are possible if you choose them. That's
Yeah.
why I'm the live the life you choose guy, right?
Yeah.
Don't be befuddled.
Exactly.
Live the life you choose. That's right.
Yes. Absolutely. And I think, just my heart is full of joy just listening to you. And I know it's been tough, and I really felt I could feel, even though I'm in the UK and you're in the States, I could feel, obviously I'm not you, but I got a sense of what you were feeling. And it was really, I could feel it. And it was like, oh, but then it's learning, isn't it? That, okay, it's okay to feel like this, and you can overcome anything. And I can
Right.
absolutely, I can guarantee this actually, because I'm living proof of it. And I can just share my story, and also by showing this with, over the last, my whole career, to be honest, but more so in the last about 10 years when I've been sharing the F list in patient communities. It is possible. And it is, it sounds like it's really difficult, and you won't ever see the light through the heavy and the whole, stuff that gets all caught up in the middle. But it is all possible. You can see your way through it. It's just learning different tricks and following that following your heart out. And I know that sounds really corny, really cheesy, but have a look who you're surrounding yourself with. Do they bring you joy? Are they people you want to connect with?
Right.
Because I can talk with you, and maybe that day it's been really slow, I'm feeling a bit confusion or whatever's gone on, you know, and I can just talk and just be in your company. And I'm just like, I'm beaming again. And it's just, oh, life, you know what? It just makes you feel you can do anything. And I
Right.
think it's not just, I know there's a lot of stuff going on at the minute. People talk about, oh, toxic positivity, oh, toxic this, toxic that. And I'm like, well, it would only be toxic if you're burying your head in the sand and
Right.
it's like, la 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 la, everything is good. I am happy, when actually you're ignoring growth phases, because the painful things, they're not nice. I don't want people to suffer, but actually it's how we choose to look at it. What's it showing me? There's always a lesson, and looking at that aspect
Right.
really can help you see, okay, looking at it from a different perspective. And again,
That's
that's taking a
exactly it.
it's taking a big step back.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and how I say this to people who have gone through really significant traumas in their life. That was the community I was working in. And I'm saying, I am not for 1 minute discounting this, but right here and now, you have control of what happens next, and you get to choose that.
Right.
So
And
you can do that. And keeping
yeah.
in the present is all about that, and tuning
Yeah.
into this. And
Let me jump in there because I'm going to
yeah,
forget my thought. And that is yes. I want to first say yes, yes, yes to what you're saying. Perspective and the thoughts that you're choosing, 100% agree because it's all how you look at things. And anybody who's talking about toxic positivity as a negative person, usually because they're trying to make excuses why they're not positive.
yeah,
But I agree with you also. You have to be realistic and you cannot bury your
yeah,
head in the sand because if you are uh, cherishing every moment, even the negative ones, and you're
mm,
learning from them and growing from them, you're a better person. You'll be more
yes,
joyful and you'll be happier. Just remember,
yes,
everybody, that joy is not happiness. People confuse that all the time. You can have inner joy. So again, I mentioned I'm a man of faith and I just have the joy of the Lord from in me. But that doesn't
yeah,
mean I'm happy all the time. Now, I want to be happy all the time because that's my personality, but I'm not because
yeah,
when I was dealing with negative things like my mama passing away,
yeah,
there was a chunk of time there I was not happy, but I was also had inner joy still, even in the midst
yeah,
of that, because
yeah,
I knew what I was going through. I knew what was happening, and I knew that
yeah,
I was growing from it. And I knew the joy and the happiness she had. And
yeah,
I knew that she would not want me sitting around being negative and being just being a whatever, just not living my best life, like you said.
mm,
So we need to learn from all those things and we need to look at
definitely.
life in the right perspective. But
Yeah,
back to one thing that you said initially too, mindset drives everything you do in your life. The
yes.
book that I love is I'm forgetting the main title of the book by Craig Groeschel, but the subtitle is "Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life." And
Oh, yeah, yeah,
it's a great book. And if I had my copy
yes,
right here, I'd grab it. But change your thinking, change your life. It is so important. I've used that quote in so many things
yeah,
because it is so true. Like
yeah,
we were talking about earlier, you change how you're thinking, you change your life.
absolutely.
And how can you have help with that? Go back to what you said just a little while ago about who you surround yourself with. Jim Rohn says that you are the average of the 5 people closest to you, meaning that who you're surrounding yourself with is affecting who you really are. It's
Yes,
affecting what you're thinking about. It's affecting the positive or negative
yeah,
vibes you're giving out. So what you need to do is you need to evaluate that. And if you're
yeah,
around a lot of negativeness, you need to change that. You
yes,
need to change it because if people are constantly bombarding you
yeah,
negative and pulling you down, that's the direction you're going to go.
yes,
If people are
absolutely.
lifting you up, I encouraged my teams over the years that I managed. I told them, here's what I do. This is what I encourage you to do. If you're having a bummer day, go find somebody who's positive and lifts you up. Just like
Yeah,
you said, have a cup of coffee. I'm telling you, your day will change from that moment on.
yeah,
You just put yourself
yeah,
around somebody that's not
yeah,
bummed out, and it makes a
yeah,
big difference.
yeah. And I think there it's about people's beliefs, I guess, because the biggest blocks that I see are, well, I don't deserve to feel like that. So actually, that's I will never feel like that. And I'm like, well, you deserve to. Everybody does. We're no
Mhm.
different. And everybody has that right to feel like this. And yes, crappy things happen,
Mhm.
but you can make that happen for you. And it's giving somebody also the whole, you deserve it. You know, Everybody deserves to feel like that. And it's within everybody. That's the beauty of it.
Right.
And it is an ability that you can overcome anything. This is the power of this. And
Yep.
this is not makey uppy stuff. I'm not, you know, I'm very deeply spiritual. I have a very deep connection to myself, to other people, to the world around me. And this is not me converting everybody to being spiritual. It's not about the whole clanging of the bells and light the incense. I love all of that. What I mean is being in tune with who you really are
Right.
and actually what do you want. The mind can get so cluttered. And somebody made a really good comment actually last week about, the world and, because it's instant gratification the whole time. And, you can be on your phone, social media, this pressure, pressure, pressure. And actually take a step back and just allow yourself to feel and think. And you are allowed to say, actually, this doesn't suit, this is not serving me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's having the courage. With joy comes courage, because recognizing that you're not feeling it and things aren't great, but knowing there's a change that needs to sweep you through this, it's almost okay. What about the unknown? I don't know what that's going to be like. And I don't think I can do it. It's better. Do you know what? This isn't great, but it's better than potentially. And what I
Right.
say is just open the door. How will you ever know if you don't just open that door? And I put it very simply, how you feel now, you don't want to feel. It's like a fork in the path, in a
Right.
path. You can take this journey and keep going on this road, knowing that this is not right, or you have the courage to do it here, and you're going to be supported the whole way because there's people around you who are going to want to keep helping lift you up, and you're going to do the same for other people. That's the ripple effect.
Right. And it can be hard to do that too. I mean, people like you and
Yeah,
I have a tough time because we think we should be positive and happy all the time. People tell
I
us,
know
we're
it's not. Yeah,
reinforced by people saying, "Oh, Nupi, you're amazing. You're happy.
yeah,
You're always joyful. You never
yeah.
get down." And then so
I
your
do.
brain starts telling you, but your brain starts telling you, hey, I can't be negative. Okay, quit. You're gonna get me laughing. Stop. But anyway, no, your brain starts telling you, I can't be
Yeah,
negative. I can't be. But what you learn is if you allow yourself to go through the emotions, you come out better on the other side. You realize it's
definitely.
okay to be sad. It's okay to
Yes,
be mad. It's okay to
yes.
be these things because what you're doing, but you're not staying there. You're
That's
not
it.
staying in the midst of all that. And I just
Yes.
realized as I'm producing the show, I make myself so small. That is so good, Russ. Okay, here we go. Switch me. There we go. And I got so into the talk, I didn't realize that you could barely see what I was saying. Anyway,
Oh,
yes, there you go. So you've got me intense here, Noopy. There you go. No, it's just it is important. And my never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, so the bottom line of what I was
yeah,
saying is that you need to allow yourself to go through emotions and learn to move past that and get yourself to a spot of where you're encouraged by joy, you're encouraged by the love and the presence of other people,
yeah,
and where your community can lift you up, just like you said.
yeah,
It's so important. It really is. It's so important
yeah,
for us to just really think about where we're positioning ourselves, what our environment is, and how we're moving forward in our lives, what our mindset is. So
yeah.
if I could wrap all this up in a little, because I know we're running out of time. Your
Oh,
producer
yeah.
told me we can't be
Yeah.
too long. Um, the
I actually thought,
we
oh my gosh, is there a magic producer as well here?
I know. Wow, he's sending me little messages subliminally. Um, we
Oh,
we listen, everybody watching out there. When I tell you I want to inspire, encourage you to live a purpose-driven life of significance, what I really want you to do is to move forward with purpose, move forward with a positive perspective and a good mindset, knowing that God has gifted you with amazing abilities that only you have, that you're your own
yeah,
person, that you are an
yeah,
amazing person gifted to go out there and do great things to inspire and encourage other people. Maybe you don't do it the same way I do. Maybe you don't do it the same way Noopy does, but you can do it the way you do it. And when you get out there and you stay positive in the midst of negativity. Now, again, that doesn't mean you're not ever sad or upset or anything like that, but you're keeping a positive perspective, knowing that you're learning and growing from every experience in your life. That is my encouragement to you today,
Yes.
to be encouraged, knowing that with the right positive perspective, you can get through anything. You can move through situations in life. Life is a journey that you're on, and you could come out on the other side of that journey so much better off, even through the rough times you've had. I have so many examples of tough things that have happened to me that have made me stronger and better and more positive in my life. And I just want to let you know that if you have any questions, you can go to russhedge.com. I mean, I feel like now I'm back to my own show. You go to russhedge.com and you can talk to me more. That's what I want you to know. I just want people to know that I'm happy to talk. People can connect with me. Go to russhedge.com, connect with me. I would love to chat.
Oh, you have such an amazing heart. You really, truly do. And to add to that, I will say joy. I'll do it seriously now. Sorry. Just own you. It's really
There you
good.
go.
I'm so proud of this.
You're getting so good at that.
You. Yeah. And actually, I've got one for joyful as well. Just, let me think. Yes. Just own you. Apologetically living.
Very nice.
Thanks. I think just own you's probably got a bit more oomph with it. But it's being unapologetically yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Authentic.
what it boils down to.
Yep.
And then it's also, who am I? Well, that's okay. That's what we're here, discover. Be interested, be curious, and allow the magic of the glitter. It sounds like I've gone off to La La Land, but that's the...
Too late for that. La La Land happened a long time ago. It's okay.
It's like that's the effect of the glitter. Once I'm oozing it completely, like constantly. It's like a fountain. So and it goes to somebody, and then it sticks, and then it goes to somebody else,
right.
Because it's possible. It truly is. And actually, yes, I get pissed off. Yes, I can feel down and not great. But it's about, I allow myself to feel it. And I allow myself to go, okay, so what's that telling me? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then boom, being curious and questioning.
Boom. Boom.
Yes.
Been hanging around Joseph too much. Boom. Well, Noopy, I think
I'm going to turn
time to
into
say...
a pot of glitter.
Well, I appreciate you having me on. I really do. And you're an awesome friend. I appreciate all that you do. And so thank you for that. I think it's time for you to say goodbye to your guest, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. We're doing it like officially. So thank you. I can't do this. Okay.
It's been a blessing to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on today. It's been absolutely brilliant to have you on. And I think we need to do it again. A part 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6 even.
Absolutely. I'm sure it's going to happen. Thank you for letting me be here. I'll see you soon.
No problem. So please do wait in the green room.
I shall. Ta-ta.
I'll jingle you out. Oh, there we go. What an amazing person. Absolutely. I can't stop beaming. My cheeks are aching now from smiling all the time. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I really, really hope it has shown you how you can allow joy to be a part of you, because you do deserve it. Just own you. I love this. As a reminder, you can catch me here every Monday evening at 8 o'clock BST, and that is noon Pacific Daylight Time. And also every Fridays, I have my own little glitter clinic, and I'm just doing lots of different videos. I love the videos, actually. And yeah, have an amazing week. So thank you very much for joining me, and I shall see you again next week. Bye.